Hello everyone, welcome once again to our weekly solo training fight right class. Today, I don't think I put an ad out. Today we're going to be looking at staff technique. I've got a quarter staff here. If you don't have one of these, just take the broom off the end of your broom, sorry, and you can use that instead. Let me just check the Facebook is working correctly. Yes, it is. Brilliant. So, as normal, we've got 3 sections to this class. We're going to be doing a 10-minute warm-up. It's more of a limber up this week. We are going to be doing 10 minutes technique, and we're also going to be doing 10 minutes of form work, so a little bit of choreography that you can practice on your own. So I'll just give you a minute or two to go and get something to practice with. Obviously, be very aware of the space that you've got. Ceiling height, be careful of lights. Work this very slowly to make sure that there's no injuries or any damage to the room that you're in. And as always, if there's anything you're doing that you're not comfortable with, then just miss that exercise out. So we've got our staff or our broom handle. We're going to start off with reverse rowing. Okay, so you're just going to limber up by rowing the stick in a backward motion. Okay, so we're just going to do this for 40 seconds. So just soft knees, have a little bounce there. Just make sure you've not got your knees locked out. No tension in the arms, just rotating. Keep going, we've got 20 more seconds. So that's it, just rowing, go a little bit faster if you want, make sure your wrists are nice and loose. And you've got 5 more seconds, keep going, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Okay, shake out one hand, shake out the other. Next one, we're going to go into a warrior pose. So put your left foot forward, open out the hand, down the stick, grab the top end of the staff here, and we're going to lunge onto our back leg. So we're going to be in this position, just lunging back, straight front leg, staff pointing down. We're going to hold that for 20 seconds. So just feel that stretch in your leg, holding it. Make sure the knee's not too locked out though. So holding this position, that's 10 seconds, 10 more. Feel that stretch. Now I just want you to lean forward, placing the tip onto your toes and turn your body so you're looking up to the top end of the staff. Just holding that position, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and coming up. Now you're going to do it on the other side. So right foot forward, going back onto our support, onto our left leg, sorry. Just going to leave it 10 more seconds here. So we're going to lean back, straighten out the front leg, and we're going to hold this position for 20 seconds. Keep your chest up, keep in line with the staff. 10 more seconds. And now bringing the tip down to your toes, twisting the body, looking up. Holding this again for 20 seconds. I can't actually see in the mirror now, so I'm going to have to turn around to look at my clock. That's it, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and just shake your legs out. Fantastic. Okay, this time, horse stance. So bending your legs, feet facing forward, placing the stick behind your back, palms facing forward. You can grab as well, or you can just put slight pressure. And we're just going to twist our torso. As you do this, make sure you're not turning your knee. Just twisting our torso. So you feel a twist in the torso. You should feel slight stretch in your armpit as well. And 25 more seconds. Keep going, 10 more seconds to go. Just make sure you're really twisted enough to feel it in your torso. 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring the stick round, just shake it out. Good, just checking my notes. Okay, right. Ooh. So now we're going to place the staff just on our shoulders. So we're going to bring our knee up, we're going to twist our staff towards our knee. Don't hit your knee, then we're going to do the opposite. So 40 seconds. Breathe out on each lift. Keep it going, point those toes as well, so every time you lift your foot up, your toe is pointed. 20 seconds. Ten more to go. Oh, we've gone over. There we go. This next one. Got carried away. Staff out in front so your arms are straight. Have your left foot forward. You're just going to kick up. Change your feet. Kick up. Now make sure you don't fling your leg and hit your shin on the staff. That will hurt. So just touch the staff, but don't whack it. Okay, keep it going. 30 more seconds. So it's okay to actually make contact. Just don't hit it really hard or you'll bruise your shin. Ten more seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. There we go, shake your legs out. Okay, this time, palms facing up. Keep your back nice and straight. We're going to curl the wrists as if you're lifting a barbell. You're going to curl and you're going to curl it in to here. So you're really feeling the stretch in your wrists. Then you're going to curl down and you're going to curl over the staff and then push the pelvis forward, curling back up. That's it, so keep going nice and slow. And this is just a way to really stretch out the wrists more than anything else. So you're holding the staff, changing the direction of the wrist each time, giving it a little push into your stomach, pushing down onto the top of your chest. And you should feel that stretch in your wrists as you're doing it. Good. And last one. Up come. Good. Right. Next exercise. Have your arms, the further out the arms, the easier this will be. So get into a position that you know this is going to kind of push you. Lifting the staff up, you're going to take it behind your back. It's going to come forward and you're going to bring it straight in front, keeping your arms straight at all times. If you have to kind of maneuver it to make it easier, then take the hands slightly further out. So that's it, just slowly coming forward and back. Forward and back. That's it, and really feel that stretch kind of happening here, just underneath the armpits. If you feel that's too easy, then just bring the arms in a fraction. And try again. Ooh, there we go, you can feel that. 10 more seconds. So this is loosening up the shoulders as well. Okay, good. A couple more to go. So I'm going to have the staff out in front of us and we're just going to rotate one arm. So it's a similar exercise, but we're just concentrating on one side. Okay, we're going to do that for 20 and then we're going to do the other side for 20. So right hand side to start with. Forward and back. Again, if it's too easy, just slide the hands in slightly. If it's too hard, take them out slightly. 3 more seconds. And the other side. Oh, you might find one side is easier than the other. This side for me, definitely a lot harder. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake out shoulders. Now, you're going to place the staff on the floor. Going to raise our heartbeat slightly. So we haven't done much cardio in this. This is the last exercise. What we're going to do is use this as a guide, and we're going to jump over the staff. Obviously, don't land on it. You're going to slip if you do that, so just be careful. So 40 seconds, either side, just jumping over that staff. Keep it going. If you make it too narrow, there's a more chance of you landing on the staff and falling over. Whew. 10 more seconds. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Shake it out. Grab some water if you wish. Just see who's online today. Do we have anyone? Have a few people watching. Give us a thumbs up if you're okay. Send any messages. Any questions, feel free to post that either on Facebook or you can message in via our website or YouTube or anything like that, and we will respond to everyone. Okay, so, out of breath a little bit, sorry. So what we're going to look at today is quarterstaff. There are two forms that we could be looking at. We have short form and long form. Today, I'm going to focus on long form. For long form, you have to slide the staff quite a bit. Now the grip, you can either have palms down, one palm down, one palm up, or the opposite, okay? For the purposes of the form that we're going to do, or the kata that we're going to do at the end of this, I want you to have your palms down. So we do these exercises, palm down. All I want you to do, to start off with, is hold the staff so you're about a third of the way. 1/3, 2/3, okay? So the space in between my hands is roughly the same as what I've got at either end as well. What I want you to do is just soften your knees, so you're not strictly in a horse stance, but you're kind of there, and you're just going to feed it through. So you're bringing your left hand to the end of the staff and bringing your right hand in. Then you're going to feed it, so you're going to pull with your left hand, loosen your right, feed it all the way through, and come to this end. Feed it through, feed it through. And this is a good practice on its own, okay? Practice doing this, get used to that staff, get used to the movement of the staff, get used to the pulling action, and it's important that you are pulling and you're not reaching, okay? So the movement is me pulling the left hand and then I take it to the end and then I rejoin. I pull with the right, take it to the end and rejoin, okay? So get used to this motion. Let's just do, okay, let's go back to center. Let's just do 10 on each side. So you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and back to centre. Just be careful of burns, make sure you're not gripping too tight. If your hands are sweaty, you may want to wear gloves. You can always put a little bit of powder on there as well. Now, if you found that quite hard and you weren't quite reaching the end, don't worry, just reach as far as you can on each one. Now, I'm 6 foot and this staff is 6 foot, so a little bit of a pop quiz for you. Your height is the same as your arm span. So because I'm 6 foot and my staff is 6 foot, it does mean that I can actually hold both ends of my staff. If you're less than that, if you're using a standard staff, whether it's a rattan or whether it's an oak staff, if you're not the same height, it's going to be impossible for you to grab both ends at the same time. So don't worry, it's just physically not possible for you to do that. Doesn't matter, you can still work with it, you just work as far down as you can. Right, we're going to look at attacks today. So I want you to put your left foot forward, right foot back. We have a numbering system with this. So we're going to start off with our number 1. Our number 1 is attacking our opponent's right side. So it's going to be their right side, but I'm attacking this side. It's not my right, it's their right. So I'm going to pull with my left hand, so my right hand's at the end. I'm not going to rejoin this time though. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the right hand under my armpit and I'm going to push with my left hand. So I'm hitting my opponent's right side, okay? So we're back to just a neutral stance here. I'm going to reach and extend. Back again. So I'm reaching, or I'm pulling, should I say, and grabbing the end, and then I'm pushing in. Now, for stage combat purposes, we don't actually want a strong impact. If you go in too heavy with this, chances are your partner, when they parry it, when they block it, you might knock the staff out of their hand. Or if it's a contact strike, you don't want to be breaking any ribs. You don't want to be using your whole body. So you shouldn't be pushing the end of your staff through the target. What do I mean by that? Let's see, what can I use to demonstrate with? Let me see. Of course, I've got my bag here, I can use that. I just need to be quite careful to the mirrors. I hope you can see this. So, if I was hitting the bag for real, I'd extend, I'd use the power of my body, and I'd strike through. You can see the bag is moving, you can see the staff is bending as well. I want there to be contact, but I want it to be minimal, and I want it to be controlled. I want to stop the staff where I want to stop it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my left arm, putting my right arm in, and as if I'm pointing with my finger, I'm just going to point to the area that I want the staff to stop. So as you can see, there was impact there, but it was very controlled. The bag was hardly moving. And again, I can even use my body, I can create more intention by using my body, but I'm still in control. It's nothing like there. You can even hear the difference in sound. So when practicing this, practice on your own, practice going through the numbering system, which I'm going to do now with you. But then if you've got a bag or if you've got a stick or something that you can practice striking and either making minimal contact or stopping where you want to stop it, okay? So on number one, we pull, extend and reach. We reach into our partner's right side. The idea is we want to break their ribs. We're coming in straight here. Our number two is attacking the opposite side. So I'm going to pull the staff through. Okay, remember, I'm not reaching forward. I'm pulling the staff through. So my left hand goes to the end. I'm then going to pull back with my left hand, pushing forward with my right. And as I do that, you can see the staff is sliding through. So I've got a loose grip. The staff is sliding through and I'm stopping it again where I want it to stop. So we can go for a 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so everyone nice and slowly to start with the staff. We're just going to do a number 1 and a 2. So I'm going to pull, strike for the 1, pull through, strike for the 2, pull back, strike for the 1, pull back, strike for the 2. And this technique, the same principle, applies to all of the numbering system. And we can just keep on doing this. So again, when you're practicing, you can break these numbers up as you wish, and you can go through lots of different practice techniques using the numbering system in any order that you wish. Okay, so we've got our 1 and we've got our 2. Our number 3 is striking down for the right clavicle. So it's coming in at a diagonal, it's not coming straight down, it's coming in at a diagonal, and we're going to use the same technique. So from my 2, I pull back, so I've extended my left side of the staff. I'm going to push the staff with my left hand, pulling up with my right, and the diagonal motion down is coming in to my opponent's clavicle. And I am controlling that. I'm not pushing down, which potentially is going to put them in risk. You can snap the bone, break the bone. I am controlling that. I'm putting on the brakes as this comes down. So we have number 1, number 2, number 3. Yeah, good. Number 4, I'm just going to move slightly so I don't break my light. I'm going to pull back here, it's coming up and over. Same technique, striking down to the clavicle. That's my number 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Breathe out on each strike. It helps generate power. In martial arts, you call it a ki. You could put a shout if you wanted to as well. That could help. It helps create more power. It creates the illusion. But you've got to make sure you are in control. So we've got 3, 4, 5 is coming back to the right side. So we're starting the numbering system. The odd is always on this right side. So I'm pulling back and the 5 is coming in to the shin. So I'm coming in with a low strike. Same thing applies, the same technique. Putting this right hand under my armpit, left hand is pointing to where I want it to go, and I'm putting on the brakes and stopping it. So we've got our 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our number 6 is here. Okay, so pull. So we have attack right, attack left, attack right clavicle, attack left clavicle, watching the lights, attack right shin, attack left shin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep practicing this. Just go over the number. You can go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can mix the numbers up if you wish. I always recommend that you go from an odd to an even or an even to an odd. Don't try and do the same side necessarily when you're doing this drill. So we could, for example, 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yes, you can go through any numbering order that you wish. Makes it a little bit different, but know the numbering system that you're going to use before you do it. A few more to do. So we finished on our 6, our 7, we're going to reach up and it's a strike down. So same thing, bang, straight onto the top. If I have my arm pointing in an incline going over my partner's head, then I will not hit my partner. If I drop my arm down, I'm going to hit my partner. So just make sure when this comes down, as long as you stop your arm above their head, it won't hit them either. I'm going to pull through. An 8 is a strike up to the groin. Same thing applies. So you've got 7, 8, 7, 8. Okay, you notice I'm putting a bit of a twist to my body as well. That just helps generate a little bit of intention, but also it's more comfortable on my knees, okay? So let's just go from R1 to R8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not fully extending my 4 because I've got a light here which I don't want to hit. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Build up the speed, build up the intention as you're practicing it. Okay, so if you want to go through this again, as always, you can just rewatch this video. It will be posted on Facebook after the class, so you can revisit it. You can look at the techniques. Also, a lot of the techniques will be on Fight Right Bite Size on our YouTube channel. So far this week, it's all about spins and flourishes. So the strikes aren't on there, but I think the strikes get added on next week. So you can just keep revisiting and keep building with different techniques, different individual movements, flourishes that are lovely for stage combat. You wouldn't necessarily practically use them in real combat, but for stage combat, for screen, for theatre, it's lovely. It's all about the showmanship. It's all about showing off, and flourishes are lovely for that little bit of spinning. Okay, so as always, we're going to finish off with a bit of form. The form is so you can practice on your own a little bit of choreography, because stage combat is all about putting choreography together. Whilst we're still social distancing, it's really hard to get us in a classroom together and working together safely. So practicing doing solo drills, solo form or kata is a really good way for you just to keep on getting all the techniques into your muscle memory and keep progressing with your art form as well. So we're just going to start in a horse stance, quite a relaxed stance here. We're not going into a guard position or anything like that. I'm going to look over my right shoulder. Okay, I'm going to see an opponent coming for me. So I look over my right shoulder and I'm going to step back. Okay, so my left foot is now facing my opponent. As I do that, I'm feeding and I'm dropping. Now here, I'm actually protecting myself. I'm protecting what was my shin. So my foot could have been there, so I'm there, attack's coming in, I'm blocking it here, okay? I've left this leg open now. They're going to come for an attack for here, so I'm putting through. Just got to watch out for distance here. And I'm protecting there, okay? So let's do that once more. So we're in our form, we're in our stance, sorry. We look over, stepping back, block, block. Good, nice and easy start. Now we're going to come in with some attacks. So I'm going to feed through. We're going to come in for a number 3. So we're going for the right clavicle. We're going to pass forward as we do that, striking to their right clavicle, pull through, stepping forward, striking to their left clavicle, okay? And now we're going to stay in this position, we're not going to move. We're actually going to do a bit of short form here. So I'm going to feed it only a little bit. So I'm bringing my hands back to this third position, and I'm going to do a strike 1 and 2, nice and quick, okay? So, from the top, we look, we step back, we block, we step back and block. We strike a number 3, we strike a number 4. We come to short form and we do a 1-2. So nice and quick. All I'm doing with this is I'm extending my arm and extending the opposite arm. If I don't have the staff there, I'm doing this. So it's like a slightly weird punch here, punching action here, but it's 1-2, okay, putting it back. So we've done our 4 strike, we come back to our short form, 1-2, yeah? And then, in fact, let's do that once more first. So we're here, we're going to look. I don't know whether you can hear any music playing. My little girl's upstairs listening to the wheels on the bus, and I can just hear her singing her heart out as the music plays. I'm not sure whether you can hear that, but it's very cute. Okay, I'm going to look over my right shoulder. Passing back, block, block. Strike 3, strike 4, short form 1-2. Good. I'm now going to bring my foot up, okay? See if they've gone to strike for my foot. Bring my foot up and block, yeah? So we're here, bring my foot up and block. Ooh. So in this position here, I'm then going to bind them over and pull back. Strike. 7, 8. Okay, quite a bit there, so we do this nice and slowly. So we're here, look over the right shoulder. Step back, block, block. Strike 3, strike 4, short form 1-2. Block, bind, strike to the solar plexus, pull through for your 7 and for your 8. Again, my 7, I'm being a little bit short with it. I'd like to go higher, create more power, but I've got a light just above me. I don't want to hit it. Okay, 7, 8. I'm going to finish here. Okay? Now there's more to it, but let's just do this first of all. I'm going to look. Stepping through, block. Step back, block. Strike 3, strike 4. Short form 1-2. Block, bind, strike, 7, 8. Okay? Next, I'm going to look over my left shoulder behind me. Someone's coming for an attack here. So I'm going to bring that foot all the way back, and I'm going to bring the staff all the way around here. Now I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to be doing it on the opposite side. So we block, and then we block. I'm going to bring the staff up here, and we're going to come for an attack on the 4, and then the 3. Going to go short form, 2, 1. So you see how it's the same choreography, we're just practicing it on the opposite side, so we've got opposite numbers, okay? Let's go from the top, nice and slowly. Okay, so you're going to look, feed, block, block. Strike 3, strike 4, short form, 1, 2. Block, bind, thrust, 7, 8. Look over the shoulder. Step back and block. Step back and block. Am I still in shot? Just about. Step forward, coming for the 4. Step forward, coming for the 3. Go to short form, stand your ground. 2, 1. Now we're going to bring our left foot up as we block. And again, we're going to bind. We're going to thrust. And watching for lights, we're going to 7, 8. And then we're going to turn back to the centre. And that's it. So we do that again nice and slowly. So we're doing the same, going backwards on the opposite side. That way we're making sure both our left and our right are strong, and we understand the movements that we're doing. Okay, so nice and slow. We're going to look. Passing back, feeding, block. Feeding, block. Now we're going to go for a strike 3, clavicle of the right side. Strike 4, we're going to go to short form, stand our ground, 1, 2, nice and quick. So we want to change that rhythm. We want to have a variation of rhythm within the fight, and doing the short form means this 1, 2 can be nice and quick. We're going to bring our hands to the butt, we're going to block, bind, thrust. Feed it through, 7, 8. Going to look over the shoulder, stepping back, we're going to block. We're going to block to the opposite side. We're going to come forward on our 4 and our 3, short form, 2, 1. Bring the left foot up, we're going to block, bind, thrust, feed it through, 7, 8. And turn back to centre. Good, well done everybody. So that's our form for this week. I know I promise every week I will go through all the form that we've done over the last 4 weeks, and I'll put those onto a little video so the form itself is an individual video that you can look at. I will do it slow speed, so you can do it nice and slowly and copy me, and I'll do it full speed as well so you can see what the finished product should look like. If you've got any questions, as always, please feel free to message me. Once again, thank you very, very much, Marina. Marina's been sending in videos of her training, which are fantastic. Everyone else, please send your videos in as well. I always give a little bit of feedback. That feedback is there for constructive purposes. It doesn't matter what level you're at, there will always be feedback that can be given, and we'll always take that feedback in a positive way. So send me some videos, let's have a look at your technique, let me help you perfect that. This 8-week program is all about looking at the basic techniques and improving them to the best of your ability. I've had no videos yet of any of the form. So what we've just done now with the quarterstaff, last week what we did with broadsword, and the 2 previous weeks we looked at unarmed for both those weeks. I think we looked at different aspects, kicks 1 week and punches the 2nd week. So it'd be great to get some videos of you practicing some form. If you can do it safely, and there's more of you in one house, send me a video of you and your family practicing. That'd be brilliant. Anything that you would like to see here, this is here for you. This is something that you can use as a resource for your training. So if there's something that you're not sure about, send it in, ask me, and I will do a little either bite size for you so you can look at that and make sure you're doing the technique correctly, or I could run one of our weekly classes around that. But please, please, please send that in. This will be on YouTube as always. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please give it a thumbs up on Facebook or a thumbs up on YouTube as well. Please share this content. This is for you guys to help with your training. I'm having a blast doing this every week. Thank you to the Arts Council of Northern Ireland through the National Lottery funding for helping bring this to you. It's been great, and we're halfway through it now, so we've got 4 more weeks of this, which will take us all through July into the beginning of August. So please join me again next week, and thanks again. Bye.